Alright, and welcome back to XCOM2 War of the Chosen. Out of the poll that we did, there were two options that you guys wanted to see, and one of it was XCOM. So, therefore, I took your vote, and we are going to prepare for a new game with extra hard features. Let me give you a little bit introduction to what you're going to see. I came up with an idea, which is probably one of the hardest challenges that I've tried to accomplish yet. I was trying to keep it free of mods, so we are playing plain vanilla XCOM. We're going for legendary Ironman difficulty. And we're going to look a little bit into advanced options. We are going to greatly increase the hit points of most units for longer tactical engagement. That means twice the amount of hit points for all of the units. So out of the box, it is about twice as hard. We're not going to take any allies, so we're going to let it go down to RNG. We're going to take Grim Horizon, which means all of the dark events that we're going to let through are going to be permanently enabled. And we are going to use the third really bad feature, which is the long war version of Grenade Damage Falloff, which they luckily implemented as well. So these are the negative effects. But it doesn't stop there. I wouldn't be psyching if I would just take the in-game effects and then be like, yeah, we can do that. No. So it's already twice as difficult as Legendary, but I want to do a little bit more. So what I'm going to attempt is a ballistic only run, which means no weapon upgrades other than using the normal ballistic weapons. If we get +1 damage from research, fine, so be it, that's not a problem, but we're not going to take any Gauss or plasma weapons whatsoever. 0 weapon upgrades. So that in itself, since the normal assault rifle does 3 to 5 damage and the normal plasma rifle does 7 to 9 damage, is already, like, purely from an RNG perspective, again, a doubling of the difficulty, even a little bit more than the doubling of the difficulty, because the armor of many of the monsters or many of the aliens in the later parts of the game, like the Gatekeeper with 6 armor, the Sectopod with 5 armor, would almost completely absorb all of our shots, unless we will find some way to deal with it. So, we just killed all of the weapons. With the precision explosives, I basically killed off all of the nice little tools like grenades that we could use to cheese our way through. And on top of that, for playing with enemies that effectively have 4 times as many hit points and that are going to completely shred us apart, I am promising to do it as a 4-man run. So 4-man run, ballistic only, all negative effects enabled. That is pretty much the hardest that you can get. I'm not sure if I will even be able to pull it off, but I'll give it a fair try. The only thing that I'm going to turn on, and that's for your viewers' pleasure and not so much that it makes the game easier, is I'll double the length of the timers. The reason why I'm going to do that is you don't want to see me mission after mission going in with a reaver and effectively stealthing to the target, basically sneaking through it and grabbing the target and then getting the F out because we do not have enough timers. I am well aware that if the enemies have 4 times as many hit points, just doubling the length of the mission timers will not do us any good. We will still be in an extreme hurry. I am expecting that we're maybe doing a solid first and maybe a solid second month. Afterwards, it's going to go steadily downhill to the point where we are going to be crumbled and crushed and will cry like little schoolgirls. If I can pull this off, I don't know, but you guys wanted the real tough challenge, and that is as tough as it gets. I can't imagine how to make it tougher without modding it on top of it. Ballistic, 4-man only, No upgrades version of the game with all negative effects, double enemy hit points, legendary, Ironman. We're going to enable everything, and there we go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I'm going to skip a couple of the movies because I think they're not super fun to watch after we have watched them like 15 times. So bear with me here. And let's see how difficult the game is, really. I mean, I've played triple enemy pack with additional enemies, and that's usually just a very clustered game. So that's the reason why I wanted to tone it down. But yeah, I mean, gosh, that's going to be quite a stiff target. So let's take a joint look whom we got on our squad and give them a warm welcome. I might need to replay the first mission if it's too difficult. So this is going to be our 17th legendary Ironman run. And this time our starting squad is good old Zirkim. We do have Ranman here. We do have Roby in the starting squad. And we have Edgar Allan Poe. It's almost as if the game would be telling us, dudes, the last run was successful, get the prime team. This one is going to be hard as hell as well. We have high ground here, we have high ground here. There's the target. Very, very decent start. So let's take an aggressive move forward. Oh, I'm looking forward how the missions are going to play out. The 4-man run was one of my most liked ways of increasing the difficulty of XCOM 2, because it made you forced you to make really clever and economy efficient moves, and I like that idea. Not just to out-tech the enemy, but to outsmart them. As always, I'll do the little quizzes and challenges in between. For now, we see that 3 packs are effectively standing there, which means we would be nuts to go in. The first mission is really going sorry. The first mission is really going to boil down to a little bit RNG. I'm openly going to admit that, because we might need to replay that once or twice. We won't be able to kill a whole pack just from the get-go, which means they will take shots at us, and then it's pretty much RNG whether or not they're going to hit. Wow, gosh, we're definitely not going to engage with 2 packs, I can tell you that much. Good, let's wait. These guys are hopefully going to wander off. Or, even better, the other guys are hopefully wandering off. Perfect. Which means we have this nice little opening here. I am thinking about going down and throwing a grenade on top of them. I guess it wouldn't be the worst idea, because the grenade itself will deal 9 points of damage. And already we fucked it up, because we can see through this banner here, which means no engagement this round. Like I said, the last thing that we want to do is pull 2 packs. Maybe they come and join us on top here, which would be great. The reason why I would want them to be up here is if we throw a grenade whilst they are standing on top of the roof here, they will take additional falling damage from falling down. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Same issue as before. And on this side we don't have cover, so never mind. We're going to wait for our chance. Like I said, don't want to waste a try with pulling multiple packs. One of them will eventually come back. Yep, there we go. And one of them will eventually be in grenade range. No. I've seen that the other pack was moving up here, so it might be worth a shot to give it one more try to see if we can see them from here. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so the other pack is just about out of line of sight. It's a dangerous maneuver. And I guess the danger is if we don't hit these guys perfectly and kill them in the first round, these the other pod could just walk into us, and that would be really unfortunate. So bear with me for one more second. This is a little bit too dangerous to engage. I'll trust my instincts here, which clearly tell me not to engage when that's an unfortunate situation for us. Okay, this one. Nope. So they were standing around here for quite some time, which isn't the worst thing that could happen to us. If we would trigger these guys, they would advance. Thinking about getting in a little bit better position, just to make sure that we can take overwatch shots onto everyone. This tree here is a little bit annoying. Still not the perfect engage, but I guess we're not going to find the perfect one. So let's do an overwatch. Let's do another overwatch. Edgar Allan Poe might stand back and wait to throw his grenade or take another shot. And we're going to pull the 3 troopers now. Let's go, boys. Nice little maximum damage. Good job, Roby. So now we're revealed. From now on, it's go time. Oh gosh, 7 points of damage and he's still alive. Let's talk about having way too many hit points. Okay. So gotcha. Let's make sure that we at least kill one of them for sure. Grenade is going to take 3 points of damage. And now we're going to see the RNG part of the whole campaign. Because we are going to take a lot of shots. And if our guys are going to be injured in the first encounter, it's probably not going to work out well for us. Oh, come on. Really? They were standing there. I was talking myself into, oh, no, they are not going to engage on us. How naive. Of course they are going to engage. So let's optimize that. Roby's going to reload, so he has full ammunition. Going to take away his overwatch, which is good. Gosh. Since we're anyways in half cover, might as well go for a more aggressive move. Come on, flank him, kill him. Minimum damage. Definitely not what we wanted to see. Let's see if we can kill him this time. Okay, it takes 3 shots just to get him down. We're going to take some more, let's say, safer full cover here. Okay, our Jesus is not on our side. Lots and lots of minimum damage, and we're in a really tough spot now. Yeah. I'll give it one more try. I'll give it one more try. Fortunately, I think we can't restart the mission. No. We need to fail the first mission in order to be able to restart. Which basically means let's cluster up and try it again. Nice little grenade. Another nice little grenade. Followed by yet another nice little grenade. So, let's restart the mission. Like I said, I am trying to flawless the first mission. For those of you who didn't know it, there are 2 missions to my knowledge that you can restart on an Ironman run. The very first mission and your UFO interception, so when your Avenger is being shot down. Good. We know that this is going to hurt. So we're talking about normal troopers with 8 hit points health, which in the worst case scenario takes 3 shots with your rifles. Keep in mind, we already have the best rifles in the game, which are ballistic weapons. So what could possibly go wrong in the later stages if we're already having trouble in the first mission? Of course, nothing. Yeah, we can't take the second pack. No. Okay, so the tactic here is going to be yet quite similar. I think we might want to stick around that piece of the map. And either use the high ground advantage on the right-hand side here and wait until one of the patrols is effectively moving into the right-hand side, or we're going to move up here, but that means the other patrols need to, yeah, walk away. We can't take multiples at once.
Moving to designated position. Roger, I've got my eyes on Overwatch.
Good, let's wait until the pack back here is moving over here. That could be a good starting point. It's a pack with the lieutenant, so with the officer within the pack. Very, very unfortunate. I thought they were already moving a little bit further. So what we can do nevertheless is they have one opening here to get up, which is unfortunate because they can flank us from there. However, they have a pretty bad situation going on the right-hand side because they are really positioned not very well. We cannot fight this battle on this side here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to creatively get rid of this part of the map completely. So now they can't move back up. We need to withdraw a little bit out of line of sight. And into full cover. Now we are already like positioned here to at least to a certain degree. And we need to take our chances and begin to, slowly but surely wiggle them down. Unfortunately, we lost our biggest advantage, which is the concealment. So this try is probably not going to work out. Yeah, he already took damage. Not very surprisingly by stupidly walking into. I'll give it one more shot. And then we're going to restart and re-record. Because I want the first mission to effectively be... Oh, wow, I forgot yet another way up. Never mind. Okay, so... quicker kill this time.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Alright. Pretty solid grenade. Let's try it one more time. The starting position ain't too bad. It's just that the enemies are completely clustered up. That's going to be such a fun run. I'm completely washed up from the normal legendary Ironman. This is how first runs, how first missions tend to be when you go with double enemy squad size. But since I only played the normal XCOM, I'm no longer used to the big packs or the lots of hit points that you need to chew through. Good, similar technique here. I think this time with a little bit of a twist. We already know that we can't just head-on beat them. So we need to take our chances of engaging them properly. I'll keep the sectoid actually for the last shootout. Because if he mind controls us and if we don't have like a proper way of dealing with it, it's easy to at least lose one of the soldiers.
These guys make up the bulk of the advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
Honestly, I wish we could engage them there. The only positions that are effectively open are these two here. This here is already in range of the other pack. And we have seen how successful it is once we pull multiple packs.
Affirmative. Roger that. Stepping off.
I still think this here is a solid spot. And I can see, simply due to the incredibly high amounts of hit points, like the maximum that we could take from an Overwatch shot would be 5, 5, 5, and 5. So 4 hits, maximum damage on every single hit, which is 20 hit points. Mind you, the pack of 3 troopers already has 24 hit points. So unless we score a grenade hit, which would equal 9 hit points, or the absolute maximum would be like 12 if it's a max damage grenade onto all of them. Well, unless we score that, we're probably not going to be successful in killing the whole pack. They're standing a little bit further away from one another. I wouldn't necessarily say that that's a big issue. Let's hope that they wouldn't see us here. Just about close enough, and Roby could hit them with a grenade. Now that's a good start. That's probably the best chance that we would get. All Overwatch and grenade. So that's at least 9 damage. Maybe we can up it up to, I don't know, 10 to 12. If the frag grenade hits really, really well. Plus it removes one full cover element there. Well, I forgot about our damage fall off. So that's not 9 damage. That is unfortunately 6 damage. Okay, 4 from Edgar Allan Poe. Pretty good. Come on, hit this guy. Oh, come on. Are you spreading out your damage? Oh, never mind. 1 down. I think that... Oh, I forgot about the flanking. But luckily he overwatches. Oh, come on. Oh. That's the kind of luck we need in order to stay in the game. $76 points. I don't want to waste another grenade. We need to pull this off with our resources. Come on. Sirkin. Really? A miss? Dang you. So that's another 76%. Another reload. Another shot. And there we go. Overwatch removed. Solid. Very solid. I'm a little bit afraid about this guy here, to be honest. He still has 6 hit points. I mean, we could go and literally camp his face. We could also go with the frag grenade, which would be 3 damage, expose him completely, and then Roby would take a shot. Which might be not the worst idea, because he can't move up here. This is too far to still take a shot. And Roby would have an almost certain hit. Yeah, probably we're going to play it that way. Come on, baby. Random. Exposes him. Nice little 3 damage. Good job. And now, Roby, it's up to you. We are waiting. That's 100%. You cannot miss that, at least not on paper. However, we are going to pull you a little bit away because I'm afraid of this fire. And it's still 100%. Good job, boy. All right, first pack down. First pack down. Told you the fire is going to spread. I know the XCOM logic. Good, everyone's on Overwatch. A little bit of a chicken game now. To wait for them to approach us. I am not insane. I'm not going to approach them. We know they are there. The AI probably knows we are here. So it's kind of a standoff. And we will wait. Diligently wait. Until they run into our trap. 4 bonus shots from Overwatch is exactly what we would need in order to kill the pack. Come on, boys. And the enemy pack is just standing there. Well, good job. We're going to, like, get Roby up here just a little bit. Perfect. We know they are over there. Still pretending to, air quote, move. Oh, finally they moved. Oh, that's the first shot. Just seen that the sectoid is back here. Keep that in mind. Second miss. First hit. And solid 5 damage. Good job, Zircon. Good fucking job. I like it. We know that the other pack is there. Time to act. And time to press our advantage. In XCOM, it's all about the tempo. You need to know when to press your advantage. And now it is time to press said advantage. And we're going to take away the cover of these two guys. I know this here is also tasty, but like, we need to think about the cover first. Edgar Allan Poe takes away the cover. Good job. Now, how do we deal with these guys? I think we're going to kill the troopers first. Yeah, let's do it from here. Come on. Wow, Sirkim is on a run today. Good job. 5 points of damage against the captain. And now he's shining. He's critting this guy. Very, very good. Okay, random here. Reloads. We're having a solid position. Come on, buddy. Keep the momentum going. Good job. All right. Last but not least, Roby, the Executor. 88%. There we go. 2 down. It's only the captain. And the captain will probably run away. Yep, I figured as much. He's now with the last pack, which is dangerous. It's kind of one of the situations where you think that you are safe, but in reality you are not. I can very much tell you that this is not a safe situation whatsoever. He's going to group up with the remaining pack. We're going to try to take a couple of lucky shots here, because we still want to have that sweet, sweet chance of effectively killing him. All 4 of our guys can be in range. And Zirkim, since he had so much luck so far, is going to lead it. Come on. Oh my god, the guy is on fire. Can he even be stopped? Down to 1 HP. Edgar Allan Poe tries to execute him. Very good. That's the necessary level of luck I was talking about earlier. We're in a solid position. We downed the most difficult pack. Now it's time to refocus, reload. It's 1 more sectoid and 1 more trooper. We're going to kill the trooper first. Keep in mind the sectoid will use its mind ability. He is going to start with summoning a zombie, which would have 16 hit points. So yeah, we will need to kill the sectoid. There is no other way. The zombie itself will be almost eating up a whole round of damage if we are trying to focus it. So we're going to go for the sectoid, and we need to play it in a way that these guys are running into us. I know might be not the sexiest thing in the world to go on to Overwatch trap after Overwatch trap after Overwatch trap, but I don't see another way of flawlessing this mission here. Getting the guys a little bit closer together. I think they are just standing there. But if we approach them on equal grounds, it's probably not going to work out. I know enough about how they are going to behave to be pretty sure that with one grenade, no flashbang, and twice the amount of hit points, effectively the ability of the sectoid the ability for the sectoid to summon an enemy is twice as strong because the enemy all of a sudden has double the amount of hit points. We would need to let them walk into a trap and basically hope for a full-blown Overwatch trap where the enemy is taking, where we maybe take out one of them completely. That would be a scenario which would be worth it. And don't fool yourself, it looks like they are moving there, but they are super close. Told you, they are super close. Now let's see how far we can chip down the sector. I think he has 20 hit points, if I'm not mistaken. Missing out Overwatch shots certainly doesn't help. Yeah, and after full commitment, like that's 4 shots just for this guy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 damage. He's still healthy enough. And, to make matters worse, he pretty much has a solid cover. So, that kind of demands a reaction from our side. Since it's the last pack, we can go aggressive. I told you I want to get the trooper first, but since the sectoid has eaten 4 solid hits and is now standing there without any cover whatsoever, we might be able to capitalize on the situation by moving over and not critting him. Still solid. Roby, come on, finish this guy. There we go. Sector down. Very, very helpful. Let's move up. Oh, nice. Renman hits him for 5. Well, there we go. Okay, whew, I think we got it. I think we got it, guys. Aggressive movement. Zirkim puts the gun into his face and ends this charade.
We're not picking up any inbound contacts. Scanners are clear. -15, we have a limited window.
Back and forth, back and forth.
We need to get those charges planted on the double.
And we get rewarded with 1 Alarium core. The game is stingy today.
On the move.
Could have been like more than that. But here we go, guys. That's the first mission. I wanted to give to portray an actual picture, not just me running through the first mission and being like, yeah, no problem. It is effectively a problem, and from feeling the intensity of the battle, we will need to have a couple of these missions in order to be really successful. Like I said, this run is more to test out the water. Maybe it's not even possible to go as far as I would want it. But we're going to play as long as we are allowed by the game. So it's not over before the fat lady sings. I'm going to try to accomplish this run, even if we're going to lose soldiers in the process of doing so. Let's level up and see what we got, guys. So Zirkim, this time, is an assault. Interesting. Last time he was the specialist, this time he's the assault. Let's check Roby, who was the assault last time. He is a specialist this time. And I know back in the days when Roby was watching regularly, he hated specialists, so maybe it's better that he does not see it. Edgar Allan Poe, sniper again. I think that's good. And Renvim, good old Renvim, is going to be our Grenadier. You know what? That fits pretty well. I mean, just a little switch redo of the roles, but everything else is fine. I will try to keep the missions a little bit more brief, so I won't do all of the geoscape thing. I had the feeling that people are not watching it as much. If you missed the geoscape, let me know. I can just punch it in. I'll give a little bit of an update every single mission before we go in, where we stand, what has happened during the geoscape, just to give you like this brief summary of what I'm doing. But I think that will just compress the videos a little bit more and make it more watchable. So thank you so much for watching the first video, and let's see how far we can take it.